What is up, guys? Pie Muffin here, and we are back with another Tales of the Rays video. So, the rest of the PV has finally come out now that the recollection story has been finished for a few days. But we don't only have the rest of April. We also have seemingly what's going to cover most of May. I say most because there's not enough events in this video to cover a month and a half. So I'm starting to think that maybe at the end of next month there's like a collab or something, or they just have like another PV at some point. I mean, is May a short month? I don't remember May really being a short month, but no, it's 31 days. So yeah, this PV does show. I mean, we're gonna watch it here in a second, but I think it's one, 2, 3. It only shows 4 events worth of content. So that would just bring us, so that's obviously what's going to start in 2 days. Thursday night is the first event we're going to see in this PV will start Thursday night. And that'll go into, actually, no, maybe it does cover, because that'll go till the 31st. That'll go till the end of the month. Then the second event will start on the 31st, go to the 10th to 20th. Oh, no, actually, you know what? 4 events does cover a month and a half. I keep forgetting how late we are into it, so never mind. Scratch all of that. There is one thing I want to mention before I forget about it, though. In my breakdown video for the recollection event, I did not go over the bonus board missions. There is a new bonus board where I think at the end of it, if you clear all the panels, you get a recollection or an origin mirror jar ticket. It'll just give you a random origin mirror jar. I don't remember if it's normal or origin. I think it's origin. And so there's 9 rows. You know, the bottom row is as it always is. Log in the certain number of days. So it's like what? It's like 3, 7, 10 or whatever it is. The middle row is just to, play stages, I believe. And then the top row is to use LNAT a certain number of times. I think it's 5, 10, 15 or something like that. The issue with that is LNAT is only obtainable one of 2 ways. The free-to-play way, which is just to, free-to-play depending on your point of view, is to play the recollection story to the end. You get LNAT at the end of the story, you'll get her free mirror jar, and you'll unlock her, which is what I'm in the process of doing myself right now. The other option is to get her via gacha, summoning for her. And you obviously have to do that before. I don't think the bonus board ends right when I'm going to open up the game while we're doing this, and I might have to check it afterwards. But I do not believe the bonus board goes away immediately after this event ends. If it does, then I'm out of luck unless I want to spend a ton of diamonds on, refilling my recollection mode attempts to really grind it out. I've still got about like 20 or so story stages to go through. But here, you're not gonna see it on screen. I pulled it up on the side. Okay, so yeah, you do have until the end of the month. So it's not when this event goes away. Oh, no. Okay. It's not the end of the world. So the whole top row, all you get from the top row, okay, so you get several recollection mirror jars from this. You get one from logging in on the 10th day, and then you get another one from using LNAT 15 times, and then you get 200 diamonds from actually clearing. I don't know if it's 200 over all the rewards or if it's just like you get a flat 200 when you clear out the bonus board, but I mean that is a free multi to be missing out on. So obviously if you've been slacking like I have on the recollection mode, I guess just try your best over the next 2 weeks to try and get that done. I think I should be able to get it done. I think they give us enough time as long as you're doing it'll refill, at least for me, with how much I have unlocked. It refills 7 stamina a day. So I get 7 runs per day. So that's helping me get a decent ways through the story. But yeah, so that's all I wanted to cover with that. Let's go ahead and break down this PV. So remember, this is covering the rest of April as well as May. So our next PV won't be until, unless we get a surprise collab somewhere, our next PV should not be until like a week or two into June. But let's take a look. All right, so this is the kind of Mimi Baker themed event that we're getting. There is a little bit of an upsetting thing with this, but let's go over who we're getting first. So obviously Colette right here, first character. We got Chloe, and then we got, this is Fractured Milla. This isn't normal Milla, you can tell by the hair. So those are the 3 Mirage Arts for the upcoming event that's going to presumably start at the end of the 18th. The issue with this is they teased stuff about a lot of bread, which obviously there is a lot of bread here, but they made us all think, and it's really our own fault for assuming, but the way that they hinted it, they hinted that probably Mimi Baker would be a playable character. For those who don't know, she's in Tales of Legendia, and you could actually have a fight against her in the Colosseum, so she does have an actual fight for you to do. Very, very kind of odd thing there to, I guess, not, just to not include her. Oh yeah, also Mimi was, oh wait, no, it wasn't in, maybe it wasn't, because I don't remember a Colosseum in Legendia. I think it might have been in Radiant Mythology 3 that Mimi was. It was one or the other. But either way, obviously it would have been nice to get Mimi. I don't know if she's going to be a room character or what they're going to do, but at least we're getting some nice seasonal Mirage Arts here. So this will be the first event. It'll be these 3 right here. So very, very cool there. Moving on, finally, we are at our 21st batch of Spirit Gears. I hope now that the recollection story is over, we start to see more frequent Spirit Gear sets. I hope Spirit Gears aren't just going to be this once-a-year thing now. Because, I mean, at this rate, we'd only get, like, maybe one more batch of Spirit Gears at that rate a year from now. But, yeah, we are getting our next batch, which is going to be Marta. Well, actually, let's take a look real quick. I want to see what type I was really hoping that Marta was going to get a Ratatosk themed one, and then you'd be able, there'd be like an advanced core in her head, but as we can see here, it's very much Asuka themed. So Asuka is going to be her summon spirit for her Spirit Gear, so light themed, cool. Rinwell, okay, it's obviously ice, so probably Celsius. I love that they're giving her the real kind of like wizard look with the hat and everything. And then lastly, Mythos. We're finally getting another villain Spirit Gear. Mythos, I love the way his looks. Obviously, it's supposed to be dark. But you've got, like, his wings down here obviously being green, but then you've got the ones up here that are black. So it's very, very cool. It almost makes you think it's, like, a dual Spirit Gear. Like, he has 2 elements in here. But you can tell based on his hand that it's definitely dark element. So very, very cool. Void Rejection. Alright, so that's going to be our second event. I assume the Spirit Gear event is what's going to start at the end of the month, the final day of April. So very cool there. And then the first event in May should be this next race festival. So we've got Dio and Mel here, finally getting their second Mirage Arts. They don't even have seasonal, so it's very cool for them to be getting that. Very surprising here, you've got Grass Valley and Ori. Ori getting another Mirage Art already, so this is her 3rd Mirage Art for a technical collab character, so very cool there. And then lastly, Kanata and Mizella are going to... We've really broken the whole collab, or the crossover characters from like Tales of Link, Tales of Crestoria, etc. We've broken the once-a-year trend now, so... Obviously, this is going to be Kanata and Mizella's 3rd Mirage Art, and based on how things go, assuming everything, you know, continues and the game is still going to be prospering, I expect Orwin to come in July, and then what I think they could do is they'll probably do overrays for Kanata, Mizella, and Vicious, where they get their Sin forms as, like, the Mirage Art animation. I want to say form changes, but 3 form changes feels like a lot. And then we got one more thing. So yeah, obviously that Raise Fest Mirage Art trio is obviously going to be... You can already tell where this is going, by the way. The Raise Fest trio is going to be like around like the 10th of May. So then this should be... What we're getting here should be like the 20th of May. So it still doesn't go to the end of May, so we could still see a collab. They're just going through all the memories we have of Tales of the Rays. It's gonna go through this for a while, though. It's like a 4-minute video, and we're still only at the 2-minute mark. I think it's because it's gonna go, after this, it's gonna go into the recollection stuff. And obviously, we'll probably get more details on what the immediate future of Tales of the Rays is gonna look like in the producer's letter, coming here in a few hours. Yeah, we're getting there.
俺たちの都合で巻き込んでしまった共栄店のみんなには申し訳ない気持ちでいっぱいだ。それでも手を貸してくれて、この世界を好きになってくれた人もいる。一緒に過ごして本当に多くのものをもらえたよ。ええ。世界を救った彼らの行方はわからないけれど、思い出は私たちの心に刻み込まれているわ。
So if it wasn't obvious up till now. So this Mirage Art is seemingly a, before we let it play, a end of story crossover / ending Mirage Art for both Ix and MILEENA. So yeah, now let me let it play. These are all the animations you get when you're playing in the co-op mode. And then you get to see the whole Blue Earth. And there you have it. That is it for the TV. So, I don't know how this event is specifically going to play out. Because obviously they only show us one Mirage Art, and they really never just do a one Mirage Art banner, so that's why I think that this might not be the full PV for whatever event is going to drop with this. I think there is a chance that this Mirage Art could come with some others. You know, maybe there will be another kind of like sub PV that they drop. I would assume probably with other Rays characters, since this seems to be a very Rays focused thing. The only other option I could see other than that is that this Mirage Art is going to be tossed in with these crossover ones for the Raise Fest. So that way they have 4 duos in there, but we'll have to wait and see for that. But really love this artwork. The Mirage Art animation is great. I love the reference they're doing, you know, with the co-op, all the different attacks you can do when you're in co-op. And then, of course, you get to see the Rays world for the end. So, very, very cool. This does, like I said, it does feel like an end of story kind of Mirage Art. I think this is probably going to be one of the final Mirage Arts that Ix and MILEENA get, barring any seasonals or something that they get. So I do think it is very fitting for these two. So, very excited to see that. So, let me know what you guys think down below. Obviously, whenever the producer's letter drops, I will, of course, make a video on that. Hopefully, they can give us some insight on the future of the game. You know, now that the story's over, is it only going to go until the rest of 2024? Do they have future plans? We'll have to wait and see what they have to say. So, that's going to be it, guys. Hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe more if you're new to the channel. I'll see you all next time. Have a wonderful day, everyone.